Well, no longer have to wear my war-torn armor. That's actually a relief. Wait.
So, we finally get our wishes?
It's nice to see you all again. You did it. The four of you really did it. Nice work. Nice work indeed. And thanks to your efforts, I finally have all of my power back. Damn, it feels good to be home.
Quick question. What's going on in Limbo?
What's going on in Limbo? I suppose you want to know the real reason why I resurrected all of you. The real reason why you're all here. Well, you came this far. I suppose you deserve it. There are many myths, legends, ideas, stories, whatever you want to call them, about the gods of our world. Nobody knows for sure if there's only one god or several, but we do agree on one thing. There's an afterlife. In fact, there are several afterlives. When a person dies, their soul is judged, and however they turn out in life, they will be punished or rewarded accordingly. There will be an afterlife for those who are righteous and good, and there's one for those who had sinned. Now the story goes, during the Great Faction War, there were warriors falling in battle almost daily, far too many to be given a fair trial after death. It was decided that any warrior who died in Limbo, or in general, would be sent to Limbo, a place for neither the righteous nor the wicked, a perfect place for a warrior. However, a world needed a ruler, and a lord to govern it. And not just anyone could be a lord. Limbo needed a great warrior, a leader, a judge, a champion. And a king was chosen. One who had been a mighty ruler in life, and would later become even greater ruler in death. Adrian the Valiant. A mighty ruler so great it took the combined might of all four factions to bring him down. Recently slaughtered with the rest of his family during a bloody raid, Adrian had proven his valor in battle by fighting valiantly to the end. No man better suited the role of king than him. Adrian was a fair and trusting king, believing that warriors had no reason to fight after death. This led to the creation of factions in the afterlife too, and their territories in Limbo. The four factions were to equal land in Limbo, and none would violate the bounds of the others. The Wu-Lin faction opposed this idea somewhat and scattered their forces across the realm instead. However, all of the other factions remained independent. This idea cost Adrian greatly. Being an overlord in the afterlife, his godly power stemmed from the suffering of others, namely their deaths. It was the only way to claim souls after all. But he quite admirably pushed through the pain/suffering brought by his withdrawal, and he maintained peace across the land. But what very few knew about him was in life, Adrian had fathered a child, Sitryu, the second king of Limbo.
Make sure those riots are taken care of, but make sure no lethal force is used. None.
No lethal force?
None.
Father, they're warriors. Violence is all they understand. Surely we need to show it to them.
Everybody here has earned their rest. We're not killing anybody.
They killed us! We're here because of them! If anything, we deserve vengeance. And you're just gonna...
I understand your rage, your anger, your revenge, but people here have deserved their rest, whether they've been killed in battle honorably or not. They've earned their rest.
But we've been granted powers by something greater than ourselves. What's the point in having them if we're not going to use them? What's the point of being king if we're not going to show how strong we are?
What's the point of being king if we're going to only cause harm?
You don't get it. Sitryu inherited his father's legacy, his power, but not his ideals. He took after his mother and became a warmonger, seeking conflict wherever he went. He was obsessed with using his father's power, you see. He wanted to be strong, stronger than the mightiest warrior. Good. Everyone's here.
We've been waiting for you. Well, actually, I just got here. I have no right to speak.
You sure you weren't followed? Now I understand you're all capable killers. And that's exactly what we need.
Why? I mean, yeah, we can kill, of course. I mean...
But this is going to be a big target. I need you to kill the king, Adrian.
Alright, sure.
But I'm not going to let you do all the dirty work. I'll be involved in this too. I need you to assemble a small army for me. Just enough for a coup d'etat per se. We're going to storm the fortress and overthrow the king himself. After that, I will take the throne. When I take the throne, I'll reward you however you see fit. Do you know who I am?
How do I... Not really.
My name is Sitryu. I'm the son of Adrian, the current king of Limbo, and the first. I'm the heir to the throne.
Then...
So if he had an untimely demise, the throne would be mine for the taking. And of course, I'll make sure you profit off of the war economy. I plan on there being a very, very bloody version of Limbo once I take the throne.
Seems kind of fun.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Well, the thing is, you seem to be a little too excited about killing your own father.
How would you not? Killing the guy that prefers peace over war.
To be
But
perfectly
it's his
honest,
father, is what I'm saying.
when I look at him, all I see is a husk on a throne and a wasted opportunity. Trust me, a couple years from now, if I find a way to talk to him, he'll thank me.
I never really liked him anyway, so it's good.
Besides, you'll be doing what's right. It's for the better of Limbo.
Yes, sir.
Good. You just might be my kind of scum after all.
Seems fair, but how are we gonna kill him? He is a god of Limbo, after all.
Yes, unfortunately he was blessed with godlike powers. Of course, if you kill a god, they are immortal. They'll simply be reincarnated or some other lingo. The only way to kill a god is to obliterate their soul. And one such way is to use a blade made of stygian iron. Transdimensional blade. Legend has it, it has the power to slay gods, cut them down to their core, kill both those who are permanently end those who are both living and dead by destroying their souls. And fortunately for us, I happen to have one such blade in my hand here.
How?
Yes.
How did you...
Let's just say it was a gift. So, you in?
Of course. It depends on what you're gonna pay me.
Don't worry. So long as the job gets done, I don't really care how much it costs. Now, assemble your armies. Whatever friends, scum, anything you can gather together. But it needs to be experienced people, someone ready to kill a king. However, leave the killing of Adrian to me.
Got it.
Everything else is up to you.
this. Alright, you take them.
Leave this one to me.
What's going on here?
Father, stand down.
Why should I?
Limbo deserves a better ruler. And unlike you, I have the courage to stand up to it.
You
But I
asking
don't
me
want to
fight?
kill you, if I don't have to.
Good, because I won't kill you. I won't turn a blade on my son.
Shut up! Raise your sword, and we'll let the gods determine who is the victor and who is the true king of Limbo.
I'd rather die than kill my own son.
I've trained for years to surpass you. Everything I've done. I just wanted you to see me as strong. And I've been strong. Even in death. And now... raise your sword and face me!
I will not raise a blade towards my own son.
Stop with that stupid peaceful attitude of yours and fight like the warrior you are!
Holy crap! This is slow.
Where he'd gotten the blade, none can say. Perhaps it was a gift from his mother, or perhaps he'd strayed upon it one day during his campaign. Nevertheless, Sitryu took his father's throne the following day, but it proved to be a grave mistake, for Adrian had not told his son about the Overlord's curse. Power has a cost, and Limbo must have an Overlord, not unlike how a ship must have a captain. Sitryu was bound to the throne, and he would be for all of eternity, or until he was overthrown. Now, being a warmonger like his mother, Sitryu manipulated the factions from the shadows, causing tensions between the factions to rise. Soon enough, war broke out, benefiting Sitryu in more ways than one. He was causing chaos, and all-out death was bolstering his power greatly. But in the end, this led to his downfall. 4 of the greatest warriors in Limbo, each hailing from one of the 4 factions, united against Sitryu, and brought the factions together. Sitryu fought back, but was ultimately defeated. The 4 heroes could not end Sitryu for good, as they did not possess a Stygian weapon, and Sitryu had hidden his away. So they found an alternative, and reduced him to nothingness. With the factions united, peace ensued again. Sitryu grew weak, as his powers were nothing without suffering and death, and the 4 overlords became the new lords of Limbo. And so he set another plan in motion, one whose effects wouldn't come into play for a long time. He began to curse recently deceased warriors with his power, putting them leagues ahead of other warriors and making them virtually unkillable. Those that had been leaders and heroes in life were far easier to infuse with his power, and seemed to have a unique natural talent for this curse. His hope was one day these champions would grow drunk with their power and overthrow the new overlords, so he may return to Limbo and retake his throne. Unfortunately, no champion ever dared rise against the overlords, and many just simply sought lesser glory in the pits. So he tried a different approach. He gathered his strength and pooled as much of it as he could into the 4 heroes of different factions, all of whom had the potential of a champion. Then he manipulated them into believing that they had a chance at anything their hearts desired if they managed to defeat the other factions in a war. And to Sitryu's surprise, it worked! The 4 heroes began waging a war, forcing the other factions to fight back. This fighting, the chaos, the death, it was slowly pulling Sitryu back from the abyss. And because the other factions had been in peace for so long, they were not prepared for a war. Then, the heroes killed the overlords, the ones that had imprisoned Sitryu. And with the overlords dead, Sitryu's full power returned. And he was Limbo's ruler once again. And those 4 champions just so happen to be you 4. And with a little bit of your hidden power, and with Enigma's technique, we're able to unlock your potential. Of course, now that the Night Overlord killed himself, and now that the final Overlord's been killed, Oberon, Ravis, you guys will be fine. You don't need your powers.
So what does this mean?
What does this mean? After all this time, you still don't get it? The 4 of you! Oh, that's... Get this!
Be civil about this.
There never was a war! There was never a war in Limbo! When you first showed up here, there was no war! The 4 clans were living in peace! And then you showed up and started killing them! And they had to band together to fight! Notice that when you were assaulting other strongholds, there would be Vikings teaming up with knights and so on and so forth. Oh my... I'm so... Oh, it was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. You guys actually this whole time never realized that there never was a war, but it was all started because of you. So yeah, all this fighting, all this death, all the suffering, that was you guys. It was all you. Oh, now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That was the aim of the game this entire time. You see, as a Lord of Limbo, my power stems from the suffering and death of others. So, you know, everyone killing themselves has been great, actually. I've gotten all my power back.
Son of a gun.
Now. Watch that tongue of yours. You haven't even heard my offer yet. So, as you probably guessed by now, I can't grant wishes. Yeah, that was a lie. That was a lie. Just to motivate you guys. And if you had lost the war, I probably would have been pretty pissed, but, you know, probably would have tried again. Anyway, there's one thing my father taught me was tenacity. Anyway, so now with this huge war, like, you know, the remnants of all the factions fighting against each other, I really feel like we're gonna need all the strength we can get. So I'm willing to make a deal with all of you. You're all pretty strong, you're all quite capable, and it would really be a shame to lose all of you. So, Ravis, Oberon, and everybody else, I can grant you all extreme powers. You become as strong as gods, and anyone can help with that. In exchange, you become part of my vanguard, and will be the most powerful force to ever rule Limbo. No one will stand in our way.
You must be stupid if you think I'll agree to that.
Do I still get my wish?
Yeah,
Shut up,
well,
dragon.
sort of. I can't grant any of your desires, like, you're dead. But I can give you godly powers.
You've got to be kidding me. You would side with the Sky Dragon?
You can't be serious right now.
I just want my wish.
Me too.
Godly powers.
I can't believe you.
If I was a god, then I could grant my own wish.
Dragon!
Do you not know?
Maybe this'll motivate you a little bit. Hey, Oberon. You want to hear something funny? Remember how the Vikings attacked your village and your family was slaughtered? Hey, guess who it was who drove his axe right into your family's skull? Isaac, still haven't wiped the blood off, I see. Oh, must have been good. Must have been very good. And Ravis, I'm sure you're wondering how the Arvanite were able to find your faction.
Is this true?
Dragon! Oh, it was really nice of you to grant them the information they needed.
Isaac, why?
What?
Why? What is wrong with you?
I did it.
Okay. Well, Oberon, Ravis, yeah, it's pretty clear you guys are, you're not with this, so, you know what? You're dismissed. Get out of
I
Limbo.
trust.
Peace and quiet.
Hello, Ravis.
What?
Meet an old friend. Introduce
Welcome.
yourself.
My name's Adrian. Former king.
Adrian? Oh, I see how it is. Is this it? Did he kill you too, Enigma?
Not necessarily.
With just a wave of his hand, he wiped me, and it was horrible. He wiped everybody out.
It's a good thing I brought you here. He doesn't know I'm here, actually, so let's keep it that way. So, let this former king tell you his story.
Sun's slowly taking over Limbo. And there's really only one way to stop him.
But Sitryu told me.
Have you heard of the Stygian blade?
Yes, he wielded one against you in order to kill you. It's a weapon capable of killing gods.
Stygian blade is able to take out gods, but it comes with a curse. A price to pay.
Wait. Hold on, why are we talking about Stygian blades right now?
This is the only way you can take him out. Wielding Stygian blade. Yes, you can kill gods with it, but using Stygian blade against a god leads you to a life of endless torment. Nothing more, nothing less.
You're stuck here in limbo forever.
Wait. You have a Stygian blade.
Yes, he is. And I'll let him explain it to you. It's a little weird.
Well, yes, we do have a Stygian blade, actually. My body was buried with it.
Yep. Sad story.
Sad but noble.
Noble sacrifice, I guess.
You want me to take the blade and kill him?
It's the only way you can.
Live in torment forever, yes.
Don't worry, Ravis. I'll be a noble companion.
Wait, you're working against the voice? I thought you were helping him this entire time.
I was until I saw him. Well, I always knew he was gonna turn to some point, but like, I didn't know it was gonna be that quick. Yeah.
I just have one question. If I take this blade, is it possible to save Oberon, Dragon, and Isaac?
Cannot make any guarantees of that statement.
Yes. Speaking of Oberon and your friends, you might want to hurry up.
What?
Time's ticking.
They might be worried.
I thought they were... Oh, I'm not dead then.
Oh.
Sitryu has to be stopped. After everything he made us do, the least I owe Limbo is to dethrone that bastard. Alright, I'll do it.
Make sure your friends are increase their morality. They will lose hope, and if they do lose hope, you will lose it forever.
Right. That was well last time. Okay.
Calm. Breathe slowly. You shall receive Stygian blade. This might hurt you.
Where is it?
You're bound to the throne now. I bid you adieu.
I can feel incredible power resonating from this tree. anger, hope, a lot of other things too. Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to try these powers. Isaac, Oberon, Dragon, and Peacekeeper, I guess. If you're still out there, come to my side. Ugh. Hey, it worked!
You can hear me now?
Definitely.
The one time I felt happiness, I'm back here.
So are we all dead? Like really, really dead?
Oh, very wise guy.
Alright, listen everyone. I'm not about to let Sitryu get away with what he did. And with
What
the
are you gonna
Stygian
do about
blade, we can strike him down. Now listen.
Hopeless. This is hopeless.
Actually, Oberon, it's not. With the Stygian blade, I have control over Limbo. I can feel it. Every corner, every soul, they all bend to my will. If he tries doing anything, I can easily block his powers, but he can block mine too, so in order to stop him, we'll have to face him in combat. And being a god, I doubt he's gonna go down easy. We need to fight him together.
Just
I don't
when I
blame
had
any
an
of us.
opportunity to go back home, live
Oberon.
a good time. It's over. It's all over.
Oberon. We have a chance at fixing this. Thanks to us, everyone in Limbo has suffered, and we started a war. I don't know about you, but I think it's our responsibility to end it.
Our responsibility, huh?
Absolutely.
Our
Do we do after that? We can't go to heaven or hell.
Can't even go to Valhalla. I actually want to
Exactly.
go to that place, actually. But it's over. It's all over. Like, there's no point of even living anymore or dying. You know what?
Oberon, calm
You know,
down.
we just stop. We just forget about this.
Then tell you what.
Oberon, you're the samurai. Go into peace. Meditate.
You want to go to peace? You
Calm
want
down.
Oberon, listen. You might be right. Maybe there is nothing for us. Our lives ended when we were killed. It was just simple as that.
killed my own kind for no reason, and that fool wants to laugh about it like it's a big joke.
Who's
I want-
laughing?
Sitryu. Oberon. He was manipulating us. He was trying to turn us against each other. We already told you.
Isaac already told me that he was wrong, and I think I believe him now.
So, every time we celebrating after killing one of the overlords, it's all for nothing.
Cause even
Feels
more
wrong.
suffering.
But listen. With the Stygian blade, we can strike down Sitryu. After that, if what Adrian told me is true, I'll be the new Lord of Limbo. And, well, I guess I don't know what I'll do, but I know for damn well certain that I'm going to strike down Sitryu and dethrone him. I'll do it alone if I have to,
You're cool and all,
but I don't want to do it
but
alone.
sure what the truth.
I don't want to do it alone. I trust the four of you more than I do anybody else. We've gotten this far in Limbo. Even if we were deceived, we fought through thick and thin together. We made an unlikely alliance. And I want to break it now over some cheapskate lord who's trying to take over Limbo. Come on, one last time
Guess let's kill a god.
for the Vanguard Alliance.
Even though we did promise me godly powers, I'd fight with you guys.
Thank you. Oberon?
I think this is the end.
For the Vanguard Alliance.
The Vanguard
For
Alliance.
what was the Vanguard Alliance.
Now, here's the part that I've been dreading. I'm still getting a hang on these powers, so in order to warp us back, it might be a little painful. So, hold still.